All right, recording. Man, it's been a long time since I did a review like this. I think it's been since December when I did the Spider-Man review. It's been a long time.
Yep.
But anyways, I'm back. And of course, Kyreezus is back. Introduce yourself.
It's Kyreezus. I don't know what the hell he just said.
Kyreezus.
Hey, but I am glad to be back with the franchise history fans in the franchise history channel.
I feel like I don't be on this channel anymore, but I have. I've been slaying the goofballs who think that what Disney's doing right now is right. But anyways, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about Sonic and maybe some other things. But there's one video out there that might hurt the black community altogether. It might hurt them in their hearts, in their minds, and really deep in their souls. So, before we get into this review, I like to start off with a little something funny. I don't know if any of y'all remember Paula Patton, former wife of singer Robin Thicke, and she decided to put an Instagram video the other day, I think it was like a couple of days ago, of her cooking chicken.
That's probably why she got a divorce.
Yeah, that's why she got a divorce. Just the way she cooked this chicken in this video. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna watch this. Let's see how I can start this thing up. This is the one. I'm not gonna play all of this, but this is terrible. Stop.
I don't think we can hear anything.
Can you hear it?
Avocado oil.
Can you hear it now?
Our
Yep.
seasoning sauce.
At least she got loud. She doing that right.
Organic paprika.
It gets worse from here.
With hot sauce, you know it. So, really important, of course. One of the most important things if you're going to cook fried chicken is you got to clean it first. I've already cleaned some, but I got organic chicken. I'm sorry, chicken. We're going to eat you today. But I'm going to make my mom's favorite fried chicken. We'll get to just clean it with some cold water. And you start our batches. So just put it in a whole bunch of chicken. Not too much so it coats it. And you start to like move it around. Okay, because you got to coat that chicken with the flour.
I don't see any errors so far.
Two. So we now
Gotta go back because this thing went fast forward. Let's go back a little bit.
Important, of course.
This is the worst one right here. This is what you don't do. I went a little bit too far ahead. What happens when you have a sticky mouth?
Pepper, organic paprika. One of the most important things if you're going to cook fried chicken is you got to clean it first. I've already cleaned some, but I got organic chicken. I'm sorry, chicken. We're going to eat you today. But I'm going to make my mom's favorite fried chicken. We'll get to just clean it with some cold water, and then we'll get to frying it. So now we put the organic flour into a Ziploc bag.
Gotta wash the chicken.
Our batches. So just put it in a whole bunch of chicken. Not too much so it coats it. And you start to like move it around.
She ain't putting any seasoning on that chicken.
Because you gotta coat that
She ain't putting no seasoning in the flour. That's the thing I'm asking. Did she season the flour? If she seasoned the flour, she might be.
So we now have 138 chicken wings. Is about
that's unseasoned.
What was that?
138 unseasoned chicken.
So we're gonna have a moment to bless these chickens.
Man.
Thank you for your life. I'm sorry we had to take it. You're so yummy. Thank you.
Why are you talking to chicken like that, lady?
Why you showing seasonings and you ain't seasoned the chicken, lady?
For Julian's school, and we're gonna put a lot of love into these chickens. Next,
look at that booger sugar all in the air. Calm down.
All right.
Stop.
She here acting like Ha Davis. All you did was put the oven on 350.
Missing the pot and shit.
Hey, finish playing the video. I want to see what this chicken come out looking like.
Oh man, it gets worse.
You
From
get
here.
a good amount, but not too much, right? You don't want.
I was trying to play that.
You don't want to soak them
Place
in
that
the
oil
fried.
in
My
that pot
fried
all
chicken,
sensual
I fry
like
them
that.
I don't know.
half in the oil, and then I flip them, and I put the other half of the drumette in. So you'll see. We are about to enter step 3. Okay, so a little cooking tip. This is how I know that the grease is hot enough and ready for the chicken. Is I take a little bit of the powder, like this, or the powder,
You're not saying anything you
like
don't
that.
already know.
Not ready. You see that?
What?
It's not doing the bubble.
You're supposed to
so
do
we
that.
gotta wait
You
a
just
little
stick a
longer.
toothpick in the oil to see if it's
So I think
hot
it's
enough,
getting
or
ready
you can
now.
like flick some
Let's
flour.
see. Look it. Come look. So it's doing what we need it to do.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's how you tell if it's
Nice
not
and low.
accurate.
Okay, let's
We
go.
know that.
All right, so let's start with our first bag. And we're gonna put these in here. Yeah, and ooh, that's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's good. We're good now. Okay. Place these in.
But you didn't
And
season the
then
chicken.
we're gonna begin to season.
I don't see no
This
pepper
way.
spray. She said what?
This step 3?
What?
What is the step 4? We're on step 4.
Don't blow the damn house up trying to season some cooking oil.
Step 5 is the seasoning. So it's just 3 ingredients
What
that I use for seasoning
the
fried
hell?
chicken. My mother's
Paprika
recipe,
don't
I have
taste
to
like
put
nothing.
Mari seasoning salt, very important.
Why are you
Pepper,
seasoning the freaking
organic
oil?
Paprika, organic. I try to do organic when I can. If you can't, no big deal. We just do the best we can. All right. So I start to dust.
That's not how you
Mari
do
salt,
this step.
right? Each chicken gets enough, maybe a little too much.
I wish
Maybe
people
I
could
like
see
it a
my
little
expression
salty.
right now.
Okay, each chicken getting a nice little dose of pepper.
You don't
And
season
give it some
oil.
paprika. All right. We're ready
She'll
for the
blow
next
the
step
fucking
now.
house up.
Look, that's a good color. Because I'll probably flip it again. Because I want this side to get all of the spices that the other side got, right? So I'm going to step in.
What the hell is that?
Boom. All right. So now we repeat. Okay, so
Why?
these chickens
Where's
are ready
Aunt
to
Jemima
go.
when
Look
you
at
need
they
her?
look pretty. They're brown. They got a little crispiness on it. And now,
Them burnt ass chicken wings. Nobody want that.
That looks disgusting. What is that? It looks like sand in there.
Right.
Oh, that chicken ain't good, man. I don't want that, man.
That look good.
There's
That's
gonna be
perfect.
136 pissed off
And
people
so
eating
that's
unseasoned
how you
burnt chicken. Oh, my Paula Patton, don't ever do this again.
And taste, but this is gonna be pretty hot. But
You got all this money. You ain't take no cooking classes. No wonder you didn't get no roles as a chef. No.
very good.
No.
Very good.
That is not good.
So that's Friday fried chicken.
No.
No.
And that's why the chicken came out like that, because you made the oil all dirty with them dumbass seasonings you put in there. Paprika doesn't taste like anything. Paprika adds color to the food, if y'all didn't know. But Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
Goodness. No wonder why he got rid of her. I would have got rid of her too. Making bland ass chicken. You don't season oil.
You don't blow the damn house up.
And
Just
ladies, that's why you gotta learn how to cook before you get married. Apparently, she never did because she spent too much time in Hollywood.
Hey, well, she trying now, but that she look. Like, I don't know if you ever played The Sims, but like when you play Sim City, your cooking skill is like at a 0,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to keep cooking to get your skills up. She's on level 0 right now. Like she ain't even read no cookbooks. She ain't did nothing.
You know what?
I know damn well that ain't her mama recipe. She needs to stop capping like that.
No, I think her mama white. That's why. Sorry, but yeah, that's why. Somebody white in that family. For her, her cooking style, her cooking methods, she gets this video today.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help!
That's what the chicken. Today. That's what the chicken wings was saying when they entered her household, because they knew they was about to get sacrificed for no reason.
Now it could have been like this too.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Could have been like
ain't no fucking way, boy.
All right. So yeah, that's not how you make chicken. All right, let's get into Sonic. So, Sonic 2. Probably be the only movie I see this whole entire year.
Cat.
What else is? I take that back. I take that back. There is Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, as I still call it. Okay, I take that back. Second movie I watched this whole entire year because many people might know by now. I'm not reviewing any more superhero movies because they're not superhero movies anymore. So, yes, this year is going to be a lot weird when it comes to reviewing movies. I have to get like really in touch with other different genres of movies now, since that is not going to happen anymore. But anyways, Sonic 2. How should we start this off?
Man, what you trying to give, like a breakdown or a synopsis, or we just trying to jump straight into what our opinions were? Because if you do the synopsis, I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember about 98% of the movie because I hated it.
Tell me, why did you hate it?
I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't my type of movie, man. Like I said, I gave it like a 6 out of 10. It was a decent film. There was a lot of stuff that I wish they would have went a little bit more in detail with. I'm pretty sure the first one was better, but I didn't see the first one. So, yeah, the second one was cool. Is it like for kids? It's a great movie. For adults, and I love like cartoonish kids movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I still watch Cat Dog and like Hey Arnold every day for the most part. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling this one.
I would say the first one was a fresh breath of air. Fresh breath of air. I don't know what I said.
Breath of fresh air.
It's been a long day. My brain is fried from the heat. All of a sudden, it just jumped to 99 degrees from 72 from last week. But anyways, the first one was enjoyable. I barely remember the first one, but the second one, I would say it was all right. I like the addition of Knuckles in it, but one jarring thing about Knuckles, I was about to say something else.
If you bug.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't know why. Knuckles. If you realize who the voice behind Knuckles is, you realize who it was, right?
No, I didn't.
You don't know who it was?
Mm-mm.
So before the movie, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, Knuckles first appeared in the trailer, I'm like, don't tell me who I think that voice belongs to. So I went on Wikipedia, looked it up, Sonic Hedgehog 2, went to the cast, and I was right on the money whose voice that was.
Whose was it?
Idris Elba.
Really?
Yeah, that's Idris Elba's voice. I'm like, and I'm thinking Idris Elba on that freaking Wing show he was on, and I'm thinking Knuckles at the same time. That this doesn't match.
I thought it low key sounded like the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond.
You talking about I forgot his name.
Yeah, me too.
But I know his voice because I grew up listen to his voice because he was on
yes, and your dad watched that show all the time.
He was on the Everybody Loves Raymond, but he was also Lobo, Superman on the Superman animated show, and basically all the animated shows were DC. That's why I know that voice from. But yeah, it was Itchy Elbows, as my mom would call him.
Elbows. I don't know why she calls him that. That's hilarious.
I'm like, oh, I'm surprised he did a movie like this. But then again, he's been doing a lot of weird movies lately. Shoot, he did Thor, and his character was white in the comics. But anyways, we ain't gonna get into that. But I'm gonna say this about this movie. Let's take it through the whole synopsis. So basically, in the beginning, I guess it picks up a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of weeks after the first one, after Sonic defeated, what's his name?
Eggman.
Yes, Eggman. Dr. Robotnik. I don't know, I forget his name. And he sent him to the Mushroom Land, or the Mushroom World, and everything. So Sonic is just enjoying himself. And in the beginning of the movie, he's basically in Seattle, of all places, trying to save Seattle. Not basically trying to save Seattle, but in Seattle, stopping a robbery, a bank robbery, and it kind of uses that whole Batman mystique to it and everything, with a little bit of Flash.
Blue Justice. That part was
And,
funny.
what do you say?
I said Blue Justice. That part was funny.
And Sonic is basically being just Sonic. He's stopping the crime, but he's kind of reckless with it because he's blowing up stuff because there's bombs inside that armored truck. And what do you call it? Armed security? I don't think he was armed security. He was security, regardless. Tied up inside the truck, telling him, "You being reckless, boy. You're gonna kill everybody," which he almost does. But he uses his super speed to dismantle the truck and basically saves his day, but blow up a whole city block trying to do it. Kind of reminds me of I'm trying to think of all the superhero movies and TV shows that have been out. There was a superhero that was reckless. He's saving the day, but he's reckless doing it.
I feel like that's like every superhero ever.
I know. But it was somebody getting lectured about being that reckless. But yeah, it's kind of like the Avengers and Superman. Yeah,
you talking about the Invincible one on Amazon Prime?
It could have been that one
because he was pretty reckless.
Yeah, he was reckless, but they was giving a lesson about being reckless. So that's mainly what the lesson is he's learning in the beginning. Because what's this freaking adoptive father's name? I forgot his name already. I'm just gonna call him Cyclops because that is Cyclops from X-Men.
Oh, you're talking about the dad from the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't even remember. What was his name? Yeah, like I said, I forgot like 98% of the movie, and I watched the entire thing.
I know. And he's teaching them responsibility. First, he's trying to actually sneak back to his home, and try to go to sleep. And he was never asleep. And that dog reminds me of Abby, though. The golden retriever they got in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every golden retriever reminds me of Abby.
Fact.
So, anyways, go on. Cyclops, the dad, tells Sonic about a lesson about being responsible. And when your time comes to actually be responsible and be your hero, Sonic's kind of be that rebellious type, teenager type. After a little lesson, then the scene moves on. It's kind of fast in the beginning because it moves on from that scene. Then they go on vacation in Hawaii, which I never been to, and it looked nice. Now I want to go to Hawaii, but I ain't going. Anyways. So Sonic's at home.
Hawaii?
What do you say?
What you got against Hawaii?
I got nothing against Hawaii. Sorry, I'm drinking. I got nothing against Hawaii. Look, when he had that ring, it looked nice. That's all I'm saying. Also,
that part was dope. Imagine traveling through rings like that. Where's the first place you would go to?
Traveling with a ring like that?
Yeah.
Florida.
Of all places, you choose Florida.
Okay. Hawaii.
Okay. I'd probably go to Thailand.
I was gonna say something else, but I don't think YouTube is gonna like it. So never mind. Anyways. So Sonic's at home having a grand old time by his side. This is one thing I realized. He's doing all that reckless stuff, with lawnmower and all kinds of candy and all kinds of stuff in that house. I was thinking about like, man, that's gonna be a lot to clean up. Then he ended up cleaning it up.
In literally milliseconds.
Yeah, he did. But first, I forgot one particular scene in the beginning of the movie. The introduction of Knuckles. I like that part, though.
Yeah, that part was dope.
Because he came through the little portal and everything. But I said, that reminds me of a superhero movie. Too bad I can't watch superhero movies. But yeah, going back to that scene. And then we see Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik making a deal and all that stuff. And now they're here trying to destroy Sonic. But Knuckles has a different plan. He wants the... I'm going to call it the Infinity Gem. The big Infinity Gem. Because that's what that reminded me of with all them gems. I wish that scene would have been a little bit longer, though.
I wish they would have did a lot more regarding that Emerald thing. I felt like there was a lot of untapped potential on that.
Yeah, it was. They seemed like they were just... it's a kid. It's the thing about it, you got to think about it. It's a kid's movie. So I ain't going to add too much in it and confuse all the kids. But I
Yeah.
thought about it. The running time for this movie is 2 hours.
It's a very long movie.
That's a very long, childish movie. So, Sonic meets Knuckles. Surprised that Dr. Robotnik. You know what? Let's get into Dr. Robotnik right quick. Jim Carrey. I feel like him playing this Dr. Robotnik role reminds me of him playing every other goofy role he's played. And you know what it remind me of
The
towards the end of
Mask.
the movie? Huh?
The Mask.
Not so much The Mask, another iconic movie he's been in. I mean, he plays an somewhat iconic villain who made an appearance into movies this year, The Riddler.
Hmm.
Kind of
You
remind me
think
of
so?
that.
I didn't
Yeah,
get the Riddler vibes. I got just kind of goofy Jim Carrey Mask vibes.
that too, a mixture of that. Maybe it's the green towards the end, but we get to that later. I don't know. One quick question? Side note: you seen the Batman, right?
Yes.
Let me get my confirmation. Was the Riddler? Did the Riddler seem like the Riddler?
Um, I would say yes and no. It's not like the kind of like the Riddler was unleashed like mentally. Like he definitely had some stuff going on, like some screws loose. Um, but I wouldn't say it was like the Riddler we watched growing up, but it was still very reminiscent of the Riddler. It's hard to explain, but I think he
Yeah.
did a good job.
Hmm. I don't know. Once I saw him look like he looked like Hush. He didn't look like the Riddler, but maybe that's what the writers were going with that one.
Yeah.
If you know who Hush is, but I ain't gonna spoil that one. That's a different comedy itself. But anyways, going back to Sonic. So Knuckles meets Sonic, and basically Knuckles beats the crap out of Sonic. And Tails comes out of nowhere and saves Sonic from Circle Destruction. And I'm thinking about this movie now as I'm going through it. It's not really much there. It's just like straightforward, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just literally it's black and white. It got to the point pretty quickly. You knew what the overall plot was. A lot of it was just going through action scenes and stuff like that. Because after the first thing that happened, like with the whole thing in Hawaii, they
Hmm.
basically just kind of flowed from there. Like they didn't deviate much from its path.
Cause I remember what you said to me, what you said yesterday in text message. I'm like, I thought about it when I was watching the movie. I was like, you know what? This is like every typical. Once you get past all the introductions and differences from like the sequel, it gets pretty much the same old, you know, pattern of movies towards the end when it comes to this stuff. Nothing ever really
Yeah,
changes.
there was nothing new. Like I saw a lot of the same tropes. That's why I was just like, it's an average movie. Like I give it like a 6 or 5 out of 10. I'll do 6 just because it was engaging at least. Like you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like it wasn't hard to watch. So it'll keep your attention.
So yes, who the heck is all these people here? Sorry, I don't know who these people are. Texting me, your bill is paid. Anyways, I don't know what this is.
That's
So
something.
just to carry this part along. So Tails and Sonic, damn, that was loud.
My
So
bad.
Tails and Sonic go on an adventure to find the big ass Infinity Gem, along with Dr. Robotnik going along with Knuckles to find it. And some reason, somehow, Tails and Sonic end up in Siberia of all places and have a dance off with a bunch of Siberians.
That part was funny. I ain't even gonna lie. I actually like that.
They always use that freaking Bruno Mars song. I don't like that song.
I love
I
that
don't.
song.
I don't like that song because when that song came out, like 2014, 15, they overplayed it
They overplay
everywhere.
every Bruno Mars song.
Everywhere I went, them 2 years, I heard that song non-stop. Now I don't like it, but I knew it was gonna play something like that. But that part is decent. It's well enough. The next scene that he wakes up with that freaking old Olga woman on her is kind of funny though.
I don't know what they was on, what she was on.
I don't know what they was on. I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, what kind of freak McNasty y'all still got going on in here?
The funny thing about it is, he said, "I'm kind of in a situation." I'm like,
Like, Tails, wake your ass up.
Anyways, you never knew that Tails' voice was by a woman. I never knew that.
I always thought Tails was a girl, like until this movie.
You know what? Growing up playing that game, playing the first two, and then watched the TV show because remember the TV show back in the day. I think it was on Netflix. I don't know where it's at anymore. It might be on Amazon Prime. But I always thought he was Tails was a girl too until I looked it up. Oh, he's a boy.
Yeah, there's been a couple characters from my childhood that I was like completely shocked by. So one, BJ from Barney, that was a girl, right?
BJ from Barney with the hat?
The yellow dinosaur, yeah.
That was a freaking dude.
See? Confusion, emotional damage. I don't know.
Barney. I used to have a Barney stuffed animal. Sam had a Baby Bot one.
I remember that Baby Bop. I remember that Baby Bop clear as day. I remember that.
Baby Bop.
Sam a Baby Bop.
Sam is a Baby Bop. Baby Bop. Man, now I thought about it, the last piece of my childhood went away with that one. Because at Universal, good old Universal in Florida, he used to have a Barney's and Friends attraction. They got rid of it recently.
Yeah.
I remember going on that, and Sam was like a little freaking child she was. But anyways, going back to Sonic. So yeah,
Tails
they end up. Oh, you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead.
So they also explained that was once a war between Knuckles' kind and the Owl people that was the Owl Guardian that basically raised Sonic. They do go through that kind of thing. Kind of remind me of everything about this movie reminds me of superhero movies. I don't know why. That's the thing about
it is a superhero movie.
You know, you count Sonic as a superhero movie.
I mean, yeah, he is a superhero. He's got powers and he's saving people. What do you classify as a superhero?
I don't know. And you can say Luke Skywalker is a superhero.
I mean, yeah, you can. It's a fictional character that saves people. If you look at the definition of a hero, I'm sure it's basically saving people.
Anyways. Oops, I'm gonna get rid of that. Anyways. So yeah, they tell the whole history between Knuckles and the Owl people, as I call them. That whole history. And Knuckles people wanted that magic gem, but they didn't get it. Nobody got it. And it was hidden. So that's why they're on this adventure. So they go to find, I guess, the temple for the owls, I think, and they find the compass, but they also they don't find, they get caught by Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik, and freaking, what did he do? I can't.
So let me speak on this part. See, this was the thing, like with that, right? I knew they were going to get caught. I just felt like the movie was like super predictable. I knew that was going to happen. Like I knew it was going to be kind of like this balance of battles where they win one and then the other one wins the next one. So when they were on that whole trip to Siberia, like looking for that compass and everything, I already knew that was going to happen. But again, it's a kids movie, so
yeah, keep the kids going. So there was the avalanche. Knuckles gets hurt, or not Knuckles gets hurt. Tails gets hurt. Knuckles start realizing that Sonic is not all bad.
I think Tails was on his LeBron James mode because like, bro, you need to get hit that hard. Get your ass up.
I was trying to figure where you can go with this one. I got it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how did he get hit that hard? I'm like, where did he get hit by?
I was asleep for like 2 days.
Straight knock. Peter Griffin style. But as we keep moving on. So Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles take the compass. Sonic is transported to Hawaii. You know what pissed me off about that whole scene though?
The wife?
Cyclops trying to get that ring. I'm like, won't you just ask exchange the ring, be done with it, and then go off to the side and then throw the ring so they can get teleported instead of wasting all that time.
Because it's a movie and they need to create drama.
I guess so, but I just sitting like this little scene is going on way too long.
And who's that bald headed dude that was in the movie? Light skinned dude.
Shemaya
Drake
Moore.
Daddy. Yeah. Like,
He said Drake Daddy.
like, bro, why you in this? Like, you just in here like for no reason, bro. And it's crazy. Like, go ahead. I'll get to that point.
So yes, as the mountain is coming down on Sonic and the depleted Tails, they get transported to one of Sonic's rings, which is I guess the Redding Wing for the minute, and they get transported to Hawaii. And with all the snow, the wedding is ruined, and now all these agents come out of nowhere, and they call themselves Gun. I forgot what they really call themselves. What's the acronym for that, man? What was it, man? I don't remember. I just know they was Gun.
Me neither. I don't remember.
And we find out that I was about to call him Boris Kojo, not Boris Kojo. Damn, light-skinned people. Shemaya Moore is a agent for Gun, and the whole wedding is a fake wedding. And
And to give context to the people who haven't said, Drake Dad was marrying Cyclops' sister, so that's why they were at the wedding. But yeah, Drake Dad was basically, I already knew the wedding was a sham because Drake Dad wouldn't marry Lizzo's sister anyway. So
I thought about that. I'm like, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't for real. This ain't his type right here.
Man, bro, trying to act like he in love. Get your check and leave.
His type is a Beyonce. Get your check and leave. But anyway, so now all of a sudden these gun agents come out of nowhere, take Sonic and Tails into cages like animals, and arrest Cyclops because he kind of went crazy. And then these agents are all over this resort, and a bunch of BS happening in this part.
Phil.
Save Sonic and Tails and Cyclops, get them out of there. A bunch of BS happened. This is part I just figured, just like looked at my phone and just went like, this is so predictable. I don't understand what he was talking about last night. They all breaks. So it takes Cyclops' wife and her sister to break them two out. Eventually, Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik find the magic, not the magic, but the big old infinity gem in the middle of the ocean, in an undersea temple. Sonic is free. Sonic doesn't want anybody helping him. Sonic goes there fast, goes to the island, finds Knuckles and...
don't forget his goofy ass drowned on the way.
Oh, yeah, he did drown. I forgot about it. He drowned twice. But he don't drown because he doesn't like water. And then Sonic and Knuckles go at it again. But before Knuckles and Sonic go at it again, Dr. Robotnik, or Robotnik, whatever I want to call him. I used to call him Dr. Robotnik. I don't know why back in the day. But Professor Egghead decides he's going to betray Knuckles, which I knew he was going to do.
Knuckles kind of knew it too because he said something and Knuckles looked at him weird, like, what, bro?
Yeah, he
early on
kind
in
of
the
did.
movie.
But I actually wanted to see him try to betray him and see what Knuckles would have done to him. Like if he would have caught on. But they didn't do that. Because Sonic blasted through the freaking roof and came out of nowhere. And then we got a battle, which Sonic actually did a little bit better at. And then Dr. Fathead, or Dr. Fathead, Dr. Egghead decided he was going to take the big-ass infinity gem for himself, and then he became a god. Knuckles almost drowned. Sonic saves Knuckles. Sonic's almost drowned. As Knuckles is floating all the way to the top, Knuckles comes back down. I know.
Just left him down there.
Reminds me of that Justin Timberlake song.
Which
Forgot the name. Blue Ocean Floor.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh, you never heard that one? That's a good one. It's long as hell. It's like 9 minutes long. I'm like, damn, this song is long. But anyways. So Knuckles saves Sonic. Knuckles is like, since you saved me, I gotta save you. and they become friends. Like we didn't know that was going to happen. We knew that was going to happen. Tails come out of nowhere with his freaking fly ass biplane, and yeah, you know what was another annoying part of it? This whole
What?
scene, not this whole movie, but not this whole scene, but this whole movie. Doctor Robotnik's, I don't even want to call him his
Assistant.
sidekick. Yeah, that guy was getting weird. Matter of fact, he was weird.
Getting weird.
Yeah, he was
Bro
getting
is
kind
out
of weird.
here. Bro is out there. I'll save it for later. Can't say it on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. So Dr. Robotnik now becomes a god, and he can do anything. And so then he goes back to, I forgot the name of their town.
You know what? I forget too.
Let's see. But anyways, go back to Sonic's town where he lives at, and sees his assistant again. Tells his assistant now he has become a god, and now all these gun agents find Dr. Robotnik in this town, coming in with tanks, choppers, everything. And Dr. Robotnik is like, I am a god now, and he creates a big ass robot out of all the tanks and all the metal inside the whole town. And then we got a showdown with Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. And they all work together to destroy this robot. Dr. Robotnik loses the big Infinity Gem. But he also seemingly looks like he kills Sonic and his parents. But that doesn't happen because Sonic becomes, all of a sudden, this reminds me of a certain other character from the 90s, Goku, Super Saiyan level 9 Goku out of nowhere. And defeats Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik, I don't think he's dead at all. Knuckles and Tails become part of the family. They play baseball. Knuckles' fists are too large. He uses it to beat the baseball. And then they go out for ice cream. Also, the Magic Gem is now under the protection of Sonic. And everybody has a happy ending. And of course, like every movie now these days, they have a
End
mid
credit
credit
scene.
scene, which shows Shadow.
Oh wow! See, I should have stayed because I didn't like. The movie didn't make me care enough to stay for the end credit scene. But I was wondering what was going to happen with Shadow, um, if they were going to show Shadow. So that's dope. I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube.
I was trying to think of all the Sonic characters. I said there's freaking Sonic, of course. There's
Shadow is
Tails.
definitely next, without a doubt, because he's probably the most popular character next to Sonic. I know Knuckles is pretty popular, but I don't know. A lot of people like Shadow too.
I did like Knuckles. I like using Knuckles on the Sonic 2. But yeah, now Shadow's gonna be around.
So there's going to be a third movie, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's gonna be a third movie, and they talk about a spin-off series with Knuckles, so you're gonna have that coming out soon. So pretty much my rating for this movie, it's probably like yours, 6 out of 10. It did nothing new. It was somewhat enjoyable. I'm looking at the kids, not in that way. Don't say that. But I'm looking at how the kids were excited for this movie, leaving the movie theater. I'm like, oh, if they're happy, then it is a good
That's
movie.
all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So yeah, it's a really good kids movie. Like kids are definitely going to enjoy it. Like kids is probably like a 9 out of 10. But for adults, it's like a 6 out of 10. My thing is, like I said, I wish they would have went more in depth with the Emerald. Now, what I mean by that is just kind of showing more of the powers and capabilities that people wielding the Emerald would be able to have. Because in the beginning, Knuckles was talking about how one person would wipe out entire civilizations and stuff like that, and we didn't really get to see too much of that. I thought the lore that was told about it versus what we actually saw didn't add up. Now the Sonic part was pretty cool. Like I think that definitely lived up to the hype, but I wish we would have gotten a little bit more with that. So who knows? Maybe in the third movie we will.
Well, I'm thinking in my head because it was like 6 different smaller gyms, something like that. So I'm thinking going back to Infinity Gauntlet. You got time, power, reality, What's the other one? Space. I can't think of these damn freaking gems right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me.
I used to know them by heart, and I can't even think about it because I pretty much put Marvel to the background on my mind. But that's what I thought they was. Maybe they are still like that, and you put them all together, I guess you get whatever you desire. Apparently, Sonic wanted to become a Super Saiyan, and Doctor Robotnik basically wanted to become a god and do all this other stuff with it. But here's the thing here that I was thinking about when I left the movie theater. I actually made a video about this. I didn't make a video. I made a recording. I didn't make a video yet. But this actually is connected to Disney. So as we all know, Disney is freaking just going all rampant on the LGBTQ content, right?
QIA.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. There's extra stuff on it now. Next thing you know, it's gonna become a JavaScript. It's freaking ridiculous. But anyways, this is what I wanted to say about it. What Disney is missing. You know, and I said this plenty of times before, you gotta keep the kids. Paramount, apparently, of all studios, I do not like Paramount. Paramount is not that far from Disney. But they realize, hopefully other studios realize that just make kids movies. Appeal to kids. All this other stuff that Disney wants to do now does not appeal to kids. They don't need to know about that now. Make a movie like Sonic, and I bet you we have people coming out of there happy. But no, Disney wants to play rough ball, hardball right now, and just double down on their whole agenda thing.
Disney's always been like that, though. Like, they've always been like that. It's just they're more open with it. Like, if you go back and watch their old movies, like that type of stuff and subliminal messages and all that stuff has always been in their movies where they're trying to, I'm not going to say it on YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about.
That is true, but now they just don't care. And then they had, my problem is, though, it was little bits and pieces of that probably back then, but it wasn't to the point when they was trying to actually just as they say, groom kids with it. Now they just full blown with it, and some people I'm starting to find out, or starting to hear a lot of people are just starting to drop Disney Plus, not go to the parks, or not doing anything with Disney. But my problem with Disney is now they trying to fight back and try to call everybody who disagree with them Nazi, racist, all kinds of dumb stuff. No, that's not the issue here. This has nothing to do with that. They just don't want the kids to see that content. Don't appeal to the kids with that content. That's all people want. At that age, there's no reason for kids to learn stuff about that age. If they need to do, if you want to make stuff appeal to kids, make stuff like Sonic or whatever DreamWorks needs to be doing. And I'm wondering what is DreamWorks doing right now, which is part of Universal now, or NBC, Comcast. I wonder if Universal is just sitting there just waiting just to pounce at that market now, especially with the theme parks too.
Probably so.
I think it's their chance right now is to overpower Disney, since people are talking about, we ain't going to your parks no more, Disney. It ain't worth the money.
I'm telling you, Universal just needs to I've been saying it for years, buy DC somehow, or whatever you got to do, get DC and, start working on rebuilding that. And I know a lot of people, well, not even a lot of people still like superhero movies, including myself. But, get something that people like and love and just do it the right way. And people will give you their money. A lot of people are just a lot of these corporations, it's all about greed, man. They don't put a lot of effort into this stuff. It's about greed and agendas and who wants to influence this, that, and the third. And it just leads to bad quality of content. It just sucks right now.
That's why I'm not watching half of this stuff no more.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep it a buck. If something's good, it's good. If something's trash, I'm going to tell you it's trash.
I keep telling people the reason why I don't watch the Batman because it's just like it doesn't appeal to me anymore. This is you just keep trying to reboot Batman because you don't know what you want to do, DC. Same thing with Marvel. People ask me, you gonna watch Doctor Strange? I'm like, if I didn't
Yes.
see Batman, I ain't gonna watch Doctor Strange. Sorry. But you watched No Way Home. Yes, I did. And then I decided right after No Way Home was over, done with, I said, I'm done. Because DC Warner Bros. Keeps pissing me off.
You're gonna
And
need to
they
watch Doctor Strange though. Doctor Strange is gonna be. I can tell when movies are gonna be good literally from the previews or whether they're gonna be bad. Like Morbius, I was like, this is gonna be average. And what was it? Underwhelming. It was decent. So, but I actually think Doctor Strange is gonna be a good movie.
this is the thing about Doctor Strange. It's under the Disney umbrella. And I already said I'm not doing anything with Disney, especially after the last few weeks. I'm done. I ain't doing it no more. They ain't getting my hard-earned money. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Hey, that's a big ass freaking company. But the thing about it is, though, as big as they are, the harder that they can fall, and people get their heads out of their ass with it.
They're not gonna fall. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing until they get a certain level of pushback. Then they're gonna do some good PR, and people are gonna forget.
I don't know. It's like they're gonna full blown right here. Uh in the case of they was to freaking lose money like crazy, uh, I can see Marvel going to Universal. Technically, it's already there at Islands of Adventure. If you go to Islands of Adventure, you go to that Marvel Superhero Island. It's decked out in all kinds of Marvel over there. Um, I can see that happening. As far as Star Wars, Lucasfilm is concerned, I don't know who wants to buy that. It's basically a dead company now.
I would still put faith in it, but people got to go into the lore, man. There's so much other stuff you could look at for Star Wars. Like we ain't even touched the Old Republic yet. Like there's plenty of content there.
They're trying to, I guess either there's a TV show or a movie, TV show or video game. I guess they rebooted the Old Republic video game, but I'm looking at that like they already started off a bad foot trying to, once again, do their whole agenda thing. It's like, do you guys get it yet? Or don't you get it yet? But I don't think they get it yet. They don't get that people don't like that type of stuff. And they continue to keep pushing and pushing. So if you fail, what do you expect to happen when you don't listen to your fan base? It's the same thing with Amazon and Lord of the Rings. That's dead on arrival right now. Who the heck is going to have black hobbits? Don't make any sense to me. And the thing about that, they want black hobbits, black Greek, not black Greek, but black Norwegian people or Norse gods. But this is the thing that they're just skipping on when they make this type of stuff. You have a whole bunch of freaking mythology when it comes to African mythology. There's so much African mythology when it comes outside of Egypt. You got Kenyan mythology, Ethiopian mythology, and they just don't want to go towards that. They just keep trying to replace Caucasian people and put black people there. When all that stuff is down in Africa, they can use. I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, there's like me, I don't really care about that stuff. It's like fictional to me. It's like fictional characters, um, and for the most part, again, you're going to be able, like again, yeah, like I said, it's just fictional, so I don't even care like about that type of stuff when they do that. I could get it for certain characters, but Lord of the Rings, I don't really care. And again, a big reason they're doing that is because was there even a black person in episodes 1 through 3 of Lord of the Rings? I don't think there was.
Never was.
Yeah.
Never was at all. So that's what freaking bothers me about that. But that's why Amazon's gonna learn a big old lesson when it comes to that. But hopefully, when it comes to Amazon, Boys season 3 will be good, and hopefully start hearing stuff about Invincible season 2 if season 2 is coming out. Because that season 1 I enjoy deeply. of Invincible. I know you did too.
Most definitely.
So, uh, well, I guess I won't be reviewing Doctor. What the heck is my phone going off like that for? Probably won't be reviewing Doctor Strange. Sorry, people. I just can't put myself into doing it, and I already made a big old stink about not doing anything with Dusty Comics and Marvel Studios. So, um, damn, I don't know the next time I'm gonna do a review. Probably Jurassic World. That would probably be the next one, unless something else comes up.
We were talking about Jurassic World at work today.
I'm very. I don't know about Jurassic Park right now. Not Dominion. That's the one that's coming out now. Jurassic Fallen Kingdom left a bad taste in my mouth. Like
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
sad.
half. Like don't get me wrong. The first half when they got to the island after they left the island was good, but as soon as they got to that big old I guess it's a house and start auctioning off all the dinosaurs, it just went downhill
Yeah,
real quickly.
it really did.
And it did nothing for me. I'm just like sitting there like, I was like, how can you start a movie off that good and then just end poorly? That's how I felt about No Time to Die. Started off good and just ended poorly.
Yeah, it did take a little bit of a curve towards the end, but I still liked it.
Talking about No Time to Die.
I enjoyed it, but it definitely took a little dip after a while.
Here's my thing about that. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it like that. When it comes to Bond fans, and when it just comes to Bond, period, you don't kill Bond off. And they killed him off in the dumbest way possible. And I just left the theater after that. I said, no, I'm done. I'm pissed. I can't do this no more. Like, don't get me wrong, the beginning of the movie and all that was fine. It was exciting, especially when you have Hans Zimmer on the soundtrack. And I think the soundtrack was probably what really made that movie, too. Because it made it epic. And then, I don't know. I just don't agree with just killing off James Bond like that. And also the main villain, I've seen better when it comes to Bond villains.
So I'm looking too. There has been a couple other instances where James Bond has died before in different ways. So this wouldn't be the first time that they killed off a Bond.
Are you going off the books?
I'm just reading this article from Screen Rant right now.
Because in movie wise, he's never died. Ever.
What's wrong with that though? Like I don't see a problem with it, especially if it's in the books. Like if it's not in the books and it's not in the movies and then they do it, then I can understand it. But if it's in the books and a lot of times we're getting inspiration or we want these writers to withdraw inspiration from the books and what's already there, I don't really see a problem with them dying at the end of the movie.
James Bond is really like one of the characters you just don't kill.
Yeah.
It's pretty much one. He finished the mission, gets the girl, and goes to the next movie. It's pretty much like that. But they really took a left turn. I want to say they took a left turn when they introduced that his kid in there, the daughter. That's when I'm like, oh no, I don't know about this. And they made him a little bit too emotional. It's like this is not James Bond. Like I'm used to seeing like Sean Connery's Bond. That's what I'm used to seeing. That's my favorite Bond for people out there.
So what I think too, and I'm kind of being introspective here, but as time goes on, as people change, as society change, the art's going to change as well because again, art mimics reality. So there are going to be certain aspects that you maybe don't like or identify with in society that's going to be in these films, as far as like him being a little bit more emotional and stuff like that. I think they did that just to show him like, yeah, he's human. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to connect with his daughter in a sense. And I think every dad's like that. Most people see dads as like superheroes until like they're spending that quality time with their children. So I think that was more so like a take on reality in a sense of just trying to connect with the audience and stuff because you connect through emotions through movies.
It just didn't work for me. I was pretty much not happy with that after I left. Because I think on my review, I know I said this in my review. I'm kind of tired of writers killing off big time heroes like that. Like they started off with in the last probably 10 years, let's say, they started off with Dark Knight Rises with that that fake out at the end. Say, I know we ain't gonna kill Bruce Wayne off, but we gonna make you think we killed Bruce Wayne off. And then the next year had no 2 years later they had Superman getting killed, but he ended up coming back anyway. But that's part of his story anyway in the comic books. He got killed by Doomsday, but it just happened a little bit too early for me. And then one that really didn't bother me too much, it was like, all right, I get it, was Wolverine dying.
Yeah, that one was tough. That was tough.
That one was tough. I get it. But the one I was like, you know what? They really didn't need to do that at all. I don't care if he's coming back at all. But I guess now that supposedly Spider-Man, whenever a Spider-Man movie comes out, they can't get away from it was Iron Man. Something about Iron Man dying just didn't sit right with me. It wasn't emotional either to me. And I did wake up the next day after seeing that movie before I went to work. I was like, did they really just kill Iron Man off like that? And I'm thinking in my head, say they'll never kill Batman like that in DC.
Batman does die though.
So when it comes to the DCEU and looking at the writer boards, these are all overrated too. So they had a Justice League Part 2, Justice League Part 3. And Part 3 has Batman dying, saving Lois Lane. And he dies. He doesn't die on the spot, but I guess he gets hit by one of Darkseid's Omega beams. But it doesn't kill him. But it slowly kills him. Like, you know, you ever seen Gladiator, right? It's a perfect example. I never seen Gladiator. And you know how Maximus got stabbed by Codomus, whatever his dang name was at the end? It was kind of like that. Like he kept fighting, and then eventually he just died. That's what happens to him.
Gladiator is like my favorite movie that I've fallen asleep on every time. But it's still like such a good movie.
The more and more I watch it, I watched it last year. I didn't really actually like this movie. I didn't like it before, but now I like this movie.
I watched that movie so many times as a kid. Like I love that movie.
Once again,
I would definitely fall asleep on it.
You know who makes that movie? You know what makes that movie?
Who?
The music. Hans Zimmer. I just saw your text messages. Yeah, you can't say that on YouTube. But yeah, heroes dying, big time heroes dying. I'm kind of over it. They kind of did it to Green Arrow in the Arrowverse. They killed him off too. I was like, it's just like killing heroes off. And then they replace it with I don't know what. But it is what it is. But I was looking before we get off of here. I was looking at 2022 movies, and the next movie I probably will review because Jurassic World Dominion comes out in June. So dang, it comes out June 10th. Oh shoot, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'll get to that later. Yeah, there's no other movie I want to see. I probably won't see the Harry Potter prequel, Fantastic Beasts, because I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one. I really don't want to see the second one because I'm not really into Harry Potter like that. Top Gun, nope. I'll be I'll be in your city when Top Gun comes out.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm taking you to see Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange comes out May 6th. It'll be 3 weeks after. I ain't watching it.
And it'll still be in theaters.
Shit, I'll watch it with a blindfold on.
Cat.
I'll watch it with a light here. I'm not watching that. So yeah, Jurassic World Dominion will be out June 10th, but it comes out when I'm in California. So I guess if we do a review, it will be live from California. I don't know about live, but it'll be from California. So outside of that, Thor: Love and Thunder, nope, ain't gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Is Thor still fat?
From what I saw from the pictures with Chris Hemsworth, it looked like I think he's back in shape.
Good, because fat Thor's. I hated seeing fat Thor.
I know it was. I watched that movie recently, Endgame. I'm like, this wasn't the way to go with this one. I'm looking at the cast with Thor: Love and Thunder. It's weird seeing Christian Bale right there next to all them people.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jeff Goldblum's gonna be in. I guess he's coming back. I forgot Chris Pratt is gonna be here. The Guardians of the Galaxy will be in it. You know, I was actually interested in seeing a movie with just Thor and the Guardians, but they decided we're gonna bring in Jane Foster's Thor, and that's when I'm like, never mind. I don't care.
Yeah, because I kind of wanted to see that too.
I wanted to see that whole dynamic too, but like I said, he's whatever. But Hollywood End comes out October 14th. That should be interesting. Then Black Adam and then Black Panther. I don't know what's going on with Black Panther.
Me neither.
Doesn't look good. But you got any stuff coming up?
Not right now outside of the podcast that we do. So if you guys want to check out Unlabeled Podcast, go ahead and check us out. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever. So definitely check us out. Show some support over there. We are growing and things are picking up, so we would definitely love it.
I listened to a little bit yesterday because I saw your text. You linked it to me probably right before I head out the door to go to the gym. I listened to some of it. I heard the not to get too much into politics, but the new court justice. What you guys thought about that?
Yeah.
I'll leave what I think about that off YouTube. So, but for me, like I said, I've been working on my own superheroes lately. I'm still waiting to get the results from the editor. I let read it, acting very slow about it, but I'd rather have them go slow and analyze it than just go fast. Outside of that, I do have a Superman video coming up. And this year, 2022, has a lot of anniversaries, right? And it's 4 anniversaries coming up this year. I think it's 4. You got Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. That's 20 years this year. Expect a review on that. Dark Knight Rises, 10 years. Expect a review on that. I don't know if I'm going to do Avengers, because that's 10 years too. Next month. I don't know. I'm thinking. And then another big-time movie that came out 20 years ago, Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Definitely going to get a review on that. I just don't know the format and how I'm going to do it. I want to do it just from away from the original, just talking about it. I want to do something goofy with it. But I don't know. It's all about time right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, 20 years though since Spider-Man and Attack of the Clones came out.
Yep, that is insane. We've been here for a little bit, man. We're getting old.
Sheesh, I don't remember still going to the movie theater to see Spider-Man. And I certainly remember going to the movie theater to see Attack of the Clones because I didn't see it till 2 months later.
I remember we were supposed to go see episode 3 with y'all, and then we just didn't. And I'm like, man, that's trash. I really wanted to go see that with y'all. I was sad that day.
Yeah, I remember that day too. And we went to Marcus Theaters in Menominee Falls. Was it Menominee Falls or Mequon?
Probably so, because I think that's where we seen Harry Potter on Christmas that one year.
I think that was Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, my bad. You know,
I never seen a Harry Potter movie in theater except for that first Fantastic Beasts.
It was Lord of the Rings. What was that? 2? Was that Fellowship of the Ring or the Twin Towers?
I think it could have been Return of the King.
Oh, okay. Whatever one had the big spider in it. That's what I remember the most.
Yeah, that was Return of the King.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think one of those movie theaters ain't there anymore. I don't know if it's the Mequon Marcus or Menominee Marcus ain't there. One of those movie theaters ain't there anymore. when I went out there last year. But yeah, I remember going to see Revenge of the Sith. I remember leaving out. I don't remember leaving out of there. There's 2 Star Wars movies I remember leaving out till this day. I remember leaving out of Revenge of the Sith. I know how everybody was sick and like people were dejected coming out of Revenge of the Sith, but they was also like happy, dejected. Like I can remember people say that. That's how that happened. That's how that whole went down. Damn.
Things
Compared
a lot of
to,
people didn't know.
I know, because I didn't know it was gonna go down like that. I didn't know he got burnt to a freaking marshmallow crisp like that.
And killed a bunch of kids. Order 66 was like ruthless, like Jesus.
It was. I didn't like when that whole scene went down when he cut off his legs and everything. I was like, oh, he ain't gonna burn like that. And then I thought about Return of the Jedi where he took the mask off, and then all of a sudden he starts burning. I'm like, damn. This should have been rated R. You actually watching somebody get burned.
Oh man.
You screaming and everything. That's what made it worse.
I just watched that movie recently this year too. I watched
Eyes
episodes
turning.
1 through 3.
I know. Eyes turning red and everything. Damn.
Yeah, that boy's going through it.
And then there's a complete opposite of dejected watching The Last Jedi walking out of there.
The way Anakin burned the same way Paula Patton burnt them chicken wings.
Oh man. As fine as she can be, I would not want to be married to her because all my food's gonna be bland. My fried chicken's gonna taste like sawdust.
I just don't, whatever. I just don't get it. Out here seasoning grease, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I wonder if she's married now.
Who knows?
I don't think she is. Not cooking like that. All right, that's enough of that. So, anyways, that's what I got planned coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I got another channel called Lone Wolf Adventure TV.
Follow it.
Yes, follow it. That's starting to pick up a little bit. It's so hard doing work, and then doing everything, but that's picking up. I'll probably link that down below next to his podcast. And now I have a third channel, which I don't really put too much effort in.
This man busy.
Yeah, Franchise 2 Sports. When I talk about basketball, because that's the hot topic right now, is basketball. And it's probably gonna get even hotter as the playoffs come around. So
Pause.
Shut up. So be on the not be on the lookout for that. I'll probably link that down below. I just made that channel last week, so it's in its early stages right now. Starting to get some commentary from other people in the comment section, so it's good. But with all that being said, I'm out of here, folks. Franchise History TV here.
Peace.
Sonic 2, 6
Trash.
out of 10.
No, I'm just playing. It's average.
Sonic 10, 6 out of 10. Perfect for the kids. Perfect movie. Disney should take notes.